Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 Career Mode. We're on episode 3 now, and in the last episode, episode 2, there was a random event where I had a problem in the kitchen and we had to decide either option 1 or option 2, and it was regarding a burst pipe. My option 1 was to do a patch fix and then carry on going to work in the morning at the time that Arthur wanted me back, or option 2 was actually ringing the landlord. But the problem with that was he wanted to come around in the morning and arrange a plumber to come, which means we'd be late for work. So I give the vote out to you guys and I've got the results back, so we know which direction we're going to take. But before we carry on with that, I just want to point out with the random events, I had a few comments of people suggesting like option 3, option 4, whatever. So I just thought I'd explain it a little bit better, that I'm trying to simulate when you play video games like maybe Fallout, Skyrim, things like that, where they give you kind of multiple choices, but either path A or path B. A lot of the times there is better options to take, obviously, in the real world, but we're kind of stuck down either path, and that's what I'm trying to kind of simulate, because I think that's what we get in a career mode scenario like this. You've got to make a choice, either one or the other. Both have positives, both have negative, but kind of only one's correct and one's incorrect to choose. So I picked before which one's going to be the correct one, basically. Now, it's not always going to be obvious. That's the fun of it. You know, it might be obvious sometimes, but then you realise after that wasn't the best, choice to take, and you get some kind of penalty at the end. That's the way I'm going to do it. I think it's, just a bit of fun, really, and it gives you guys a way of interacting with the series. So let's have a look then and see what everyone voted in the Discord server. It was pretty clear. Option 2 got 85% and option 1 only got 15%. So we're going to be ringing the landlord and then we're going to tell Arthur after, and hopefully we can get this sorted out. Now, I've gone and stopped the water in the kitchen. It's no longer obviously spewing out at the moment. I've turned the water off at the stop tap, so there's no water right now flowing through the house. But let's call up the landlord and let him know what's happened. Scroft stands in the flooded kitchen and decides to call his landlord. Hello, this is Mr. Thompson. Hi, Mr. Thompson, this is Scroft. There's a burst pipe in my kitchen and it's flooding. Can you come over and take a look, please? I'll be there in 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, the landlord arrives and examines the pipe. This needs urgent repair. I'll get a plumber here first thing tomorrow morning. Can you be home? Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll have to ring my boss, but it shouldn't be a problem. Great, see you then. Scroft nods, relieved. He then calls Arthur to inform him. Hello, this is Arthur. Hi Arthur, this is Scroft. Sorry to bother you so late in the evening. I just wanted to let you know that I've had a problem at home and I'll be late tomorrow. I've got a burst pipe at home and need to be here for the plumber that's coming round. Oh, that's not good timing. We need all hands on deck to tend to the animals in the morning and to bale the straw in the field before it rains. I understand, Arthur. I'll get there as soon as I can. Is that okay? All right, be here for 12 p.m. then. But I'll have to dock you pay £100 for this month since we'll be short-handed in the morning. Okay, Arthur, that's fair. I'll see you at noon. All right, see you then. Right, well, I'm glad we sorted that then. Hey up. Attention. You faced a tough decision, but you made the right call. Informing the landlord and being late for work was the best choice, even though it infected Arthur and resulted in a pay deduction. You earned 25 experience points. Well done. That's great news then. At least we made the right call. Hey up, what's this one? Another one. Attention. Welcome to the new XP system. Make the right choices and complete jobs for Arthur to earn XP. As you level up, you'll unlock new jobs and gain more responsibilities, eventually leading to managing workers. Aim high and grow your career on the farm. Who knows? You might even have your own farm one day. That's exactly where we want to be. Right, so we've now got not only our food bar, our sleep bar, we've also got our experience. We're at it looks like we're at level 1 currently, but we have 25 XP. I think we need to get to 100 XP to level up to level 2. And like it said, the more levels we get to, the more responsibilities, and eventually, who knows, it could lead us to having our own farm. That's great news then. But on the negative side of it, we have lost £100. Now, I mean, it could have been worse. I did promise Arthur that I would be there first thing, but I think quickly before I go and get some sleep, because I'm going to need to have a good rest, especially with the landlord coming around early and Arthur and the plumber eventually coming. Let's just quickly take a look at our money and just get a bit of a recap then of where we're at. Right, so we have gone down. You can see that, yeah, September year one, we've had that pay reduction. £100 gone. We have definitely had more going out than coming in, but that's not too bad because we're still sitting at £7,563. I know we picked up £3,500 and started with £7,500 at the start, but you can see that we're technically only £63 in profit, really, from our starting money, due to the fact we've had all these little bits and bobs coming out, and, yeah, we still got paid £3,500. It is okay, though. We're still doing well. At least if we can, get our XP up, we might even, who knows, get a pay rises, maybe a bit of promotion. That's what we'll aim to do. But I'm going to get some sleep now, get some rest. It's definitely a good thing to do. We'll have some breakfast in the morning, and then we'll meet the landlord and the plumber and get the problem fixed. And then at least we can get to Arthur for noon. Not the best thing to happen, but these things happen. At least we handled it the right way and made the right choice. We are a little bit late, but I have rang Arthur and he's okay. As long as we get the job done that he gives us, we should be fine, but it ran over a little bit. But thankfully, the problem is sorted out. The landlord came round, saw the issue, and got it fixed. And the plumber's gone now, so we can get to work. But we have missed a big chunk of this day, so I hope we can still get finished what Arthur needs us to do. He did ask for me to get there for 12 o'clock, but I'm an hour late, so... He sounded okay on the phone, though, so I'm very hopeful. But yeah, it's been one of them days so far. Things have just not gone according to plan. But if we can get there, do everything, I'll be happy then, because at least we kept Arthur happy, and he's, we can start afresh after that. Just a bit of bad luck. Now I have looked at the weather, and it is gonna rain in the evening, so we should have plenty of time to get them bales done if that's what he wants us to do. We'll have to just keep an eye out. It is getting cloudy and it's not as bright as it has been recently, so we are due a bit of rain, but so far we haven't had it, which is great news, because we don't want that rain to hit that straw. We already had a reduced yield from the crop. We definitely don't want to miss out on getting some straw bales, because he's in need of straw bales for the cows. So we'll check in with Arthur, see if he's okay. Hopefully he did get somebody to help him out with the animals. And then, yeah, we can finish off the day for him and hopefully impress him. Got to keep a boss in the good books. Everything looks okay. Straw's still out there, though. Right, let's knock on, see how he's getting on. Scroft arrives at Arthur's farm at 1 PM. Arthur is waiting for him. Hey Scroft, did you manage to sort out the problem with the landlord? Yeah, sorry about that. It's all sorted out. I'm ready to work. Good to hear. I need you to bale the straw and get it put away in the barn. Okay, I've got that. I'll get right to it. Scroft heads out to start baling the straw and putting it away in the barn. Right, so we've got a task. He seems okay, which is good news. We might have dodged a bullet here. Now, we're going to have to pick what kind of bales we're going to do. I think if we're going to put them away in the shed, manual loading as well, I think square bales are going to be easier for us. So, it looks like a big square baler, so I might pick the biggest class tractor and go from there. There's not too much straw just because it didn't drop so much, so it shouldn't be a big job, hopefully. And then we can crack on with it. Now, I know that tractor over there is the small one. That looks like the big tractor. He has been out and about because that's not where I left it, so I think this is going to be the best one to use. Right, let's crack on. Let's go get connected to the baler. And now I do know the trailer is just in that shed there, right behind the tractor. So we can always grab the load all after, or the telehandler, and go and pick these bales up. Got a couple options for the sheds. There is plenty of open sheds that, you know, we're not using on the farm, but the straw has been put in here originally. But I think if we're going to start getting a lot of straw and a lot of hay, then we might separate the straw out and just have it somewhere else. Looking at that field, he has got alfalfa growing, so maybe he's going to be doing some alfalfa hay. Who knows? I also know he's got a bunker, so right, we're ready to go. Let's get this set up. We want to make sure we do the biggest bales, because that'll be less handling for us, which is always a good thing. So we'll go for the 240 sizes, and it looks like unfold and ready to go. A nice class baler to go with this class tractor. The one thing you can't say about Arthur is he cheaps out. He doesn't do the second-hand brand new. He likes the best. Right, so let's turn it on. So we need some twine. Now we've obviously missed that, but it makes sense. Can't run a baler without the twine. So let's go and see if we can find some and get that sorted out. I haven't seen any lying about, but I really haven't had a good look in all the sheds. With it being only, you know, our first few weeks on the farm, maybe we are missing it. Maybe it's something that needs to be purchased, which will delay us. Oh, wait there a minute. That looks like something. And going by what it is, it looks like it's class as well. So maybe it is some class twine for the baler. Nice. There we go. Right, we'll take that to the baler then, and we'll go fill it up so we can get started. ~1 already. Luckily I'm doing alright for food. I did have some food before, whilst I was at home. I mean, I spent most of the day waiting about for the plumber to finish, but also for the landlord and the plumber to come around, so I've had plenty of time to just chill at home. No issues there. So let's drop that down, and we'll connect to that, and then we should be good to go now, thankfully. Thinking about it, if we get this done and we keep Arthur happy at the end, I might treat myself at the end of this day, working hard and all that. So there we go. We are refilling the twine. So we'll have to see if there's any net wrap for if we do some round bales. Imagine we'll be looking for some class stuff. Now we could fill it up all the way. We may as well, with there being that much. But this is already going to be plenty. There we go. Now we're running. So this shouldn't take too long. Big bale like this. And we're obviously doing bigger bales. And also we're not going to be picking up too much. Because we didn't get a good yield, that will mean that we don't drop as much straw. Now we'll try our best to clean up as well if we miss bits along the way. We want to make a good impression, so I think, you know, that's always a good thing to do. Good standard of work. I know that's the way I play anyway, I don't like missing bits, and if I do, I make sure at the end of it I go and kind of sweep up all the bits that I've missed. I think that's why Mark Thor's fast baler mod is really useful, because of the fact that it's got a wider pickup. Not realistic, not made for this series, but definitely a cracking mod there by Mark IV. But I think we're doing alright so far. We've kind of made the one bale. We're on to a second. We haven't dropped any yet. I usually do like as well making a bit of a guess. So I think I'm going to try and guess that we're going to make 15 bales from this. It might be a bit too much, but I'm going to say 15. We'll see at the end.
heart, lame to weak, too afraid to start the dreams that only came to pass them by. Here's to the broken man who stood and walked when he heard you can, 'cause it shows me that faith is more than sight. Here's to the wandering child looking for a star to guide, pushing through the darkness of the night. Hold your hand up to your heart and know it's just a chance to start. I know that it might feel like it's too hard. Time to watch, grab a hand and make this day our march. Pulling down the walls we cross, fighting through the wars we lost, looking for the day when we have won. All you need, this old world doesn't see. Someday we could all be free. We could change the world if we would just believe. 'Cause faith and love is all you need. This old world doesn't see. Someday we could all be free. Yeah, we could change the world if we would just believe.
Well, that's that done. I actually did a really good job. I picked up all the bits of straw and I've collected them all manually. And I'm going to use this shed over here for straw bales. I'll keep the other one for hay bales. And I think this will be spot on. But the biggest thing I'm chuffed about is I got 15 bales. The exact amount that I predicted, which doesn't happen often. Not at all. And it's not going to be a big job anyway to put these away. Luckily, and this grab is perfect. It's part of the straw harvest pack that we got not long ago. It's yeah, it's a brilliant grab. And it just makes easy work of this. And I think this is a good size shed for straw. We can fit a lot in it. I mean, we could technically stack them even higher, but I don't think we're going to need to maximise this space that much with it being so big anyway. It does the job. I think overall, with the time I'm at, 4 o'clock, yeah, I'm hoping that I've done everything I need to do to complete the job for Arthur, with him being pretty happy with the outcome. It'd be interesting to see if I earn any more XP, because it did say that completing jobs and kind of like random events and stuff like that will give me XP. We're currently sitting at 25. We need to get to 100 to get to level 2. So I'm hoping I get a bit more from completing this job. And I'd be interested to know what kind of jobs we do as we level up. It did mention managing workers and eventually getting to your own farm, but I don't think that's going to be anywhere near level 2. Still got a lot of jobs on the farm for Arthur this time round, and it did mention about maximising the yield, and that field now technically we could start doing a bit of work on. We could mulch it. Maybe it's something we can ask Arthur in the future for, if he gives us a bit more responsibility to see if we can manage that field, pick a crop ourselves and try and get the maximum yield on it. And who knows, he might give us a bit of the money from when we sell the crop. That would be pretty good, because we can put that in a savings account. Is set a savings account up and start putting money into a savings account, because then maybe one day I can actually buy my own farm. But I think the only way we're going to do that is if we start earning big money. It's more than we get from a monthly wage from Arthur. So yeah, that could be a way. When he gives us more responsibility, we ask him, can we go and manage a field and split the profits at the end? And I think with the amount of work I'd put in, I don't see why he wouldn't agree to that. Right, so there we go. 15 straw bales stacked up nicely, brought in from the field. I think we'll keep him happy doing that. If we just part this up and go speak to him, we should get the thumbs of approval. He is open anyway. Now, I have mentioned previously as well that I'm really open to any ideas that everyone's got. I have been reading through all the comments from the last 2 episodes. If you've got any ideas that you'd love to see in this series, so thinking about the career mode aspect, tasks, random events, anything you can think that would be pretty cool. I've had a few private messages in Discord of people suggesting stuff, and there've been some excellent ideas. I got the XP idea from a comment I got, so thank you very much for that, because if it's a good idea and I think that I can do it and, you know, implement it into the series, I definitely will do. And I love the idea of the XP because it can build more things going forward. It obviously gives us more ways to do farming in the game. So thank you very much for that. But I'm open to anyone's ideas. If you've got some, please throw them in the comment section. I'll read through them. I've got I'm making a list currently, so I'll add it to the list of ideas. Some can be just random things that appear and happen. I've had a few people suggesting about bills as well, because obviously the car tax, but I already had car insurance and MOT on top of that. It's just they're going to be 12 monthly, and the month is still a bit of a surprise for you guys. I know in August, the first episode, we did have the car tax, but MOT and insurance and things like that will come at a later date. But if you've got any ideas, please send them over. I'll try and incorporate them into the video and to the series. And I think what I have been really encouraged about is all the feedback and how you guys love the idea and would love also it to be implemented into future games by Giants themselves. I would absolutely love it. I think we'd get a lot of enjoyment out of playing it as players, and fingers crossed, you never know, at some point in the future. Not sure if it's going to be the next generation of game, we don't know, but who knows, we could see a career mode kind of thing going on. But we're done for the day. Let's go speak to Arthur and tell him that we got the straw done, 15 bales, and stacked them away. After finishing the job, Scroft approaches Arthur to inform him. Arthur, I've finished baling the straw and storing it in the barn. Great job, Scroft. Thanks for your hard work today. Thank you, Arthur. I appreciate it. No problem. Thanks for the work. See you bright and early in the morning. Scroft nods, pleased with his day's work, and heads home, ready to rest before another day on the farm. And as you can see, I've earned 15 XP, so that's brilliant. That brings us up to 40 XP. Excellent. So let's head back. It's a long day. I'm starting to get a bit hungry as well. I think I know what I'm going to do. I think there's only one thing we should do. Nice evening like this. The rain hasn't hit yet. I think I might treat myself. Let's get back, get changed, and we'll head out. Right, there we go. 6:15. I've had a shave, had a shower. I've put some clothes on that are a little bit smarter. Not too smart. Still a bit casual, but good to go out in. Now, I have seen the pub down here, and I thought it's about time I go introduce myself and see what the food's like there. Saves me cooking something. We can go and see what we can get off the menu, how much it's going to cost, and yeah, treat yourself maybe to a few pints. You can never go wrong with a few pints. It should just be on the left there, just past the petrol station. Can't remember the name of the pub though. Oh, thank you. Oh, some people are impatient, aren't they? Right, so here we are. Is it the Pirate Inn? It looks like that. Let's go see what the beer's like and the food. Scroft walks into the pub and approaches the bar where Linda, the pub worker, is standing. Could I have a pint of beer, please? Sure thing, that'll be £4. Linda pours the pint and hands it to Scroft. Here you go, enjoy. Would you like any food with that? Sure. Let me take a look at the menu. Scroft glances at the menu and decides. I'll have the pie and chips, please. Great choice. That'll be £16. Linda rings up the total and takes payment for the food and the pint. Alright, your total so far is £20. Your pie and chips will be out shortly. Okay, thank you. I'll go find a seat. Scroft finds a seat, enjoys his pint and waits for his food. Linda brings the pie and chips to his table a bit later. Here you go, enjoy your meal. Scroft enjoys his meal and orders 3 more pints over the course of the evening. Scroft finishes his drinks, pays for the remaining amount, and prepares to leave. Thanks for coming in. Your total for the evening is £32. Have a great night. Scroft walks out the pub feeling happy and satisfied. Well, that was good. And it looks like my character can definitely feel them pints. What's he had now? 4 in pie and chips. 4 pints and pie and chips. Can't really go wrong at that. Thank you, mate. They are very impatient around here. It might start beeping. But yeah, that was good. Nice change from cooking at home. And I got to drink 4 pints after a day like this. I think it was needed. And do you know what? It's a nice pub in there. Friendly staff. And yeah, good food on offer at a reasonable price. Can't really ask for more than that. But yeah, you can tell. My character's definitely had a few now. He feels a little bit merry, to say the least. I think what I might do, though, is I might check my money. I want to see what we're currently at right now. Back at home. Nothing better than when you walk back from the pub, a few pints and a nice meal, get home and relax. But let's check our finances. So we're currently at 7563. We have spent £32 at the pub. Now the next episode we're actually going to be in October. It's going to be October day 1. So we should get paid again. Hopefully this time we won't have anything that deducts us, because we did reduce our wage last month to 3,400 by losing that £100. But overall, it's not been a bad day. We made the right choice. Wasn't too bad in the end. We got the field sorted out for Arthur, baled his straw, put it away, and we went to the pub. I don't think it gets much better than that. But I think it's about time I get some rest. So on that note, I am going to leave the video there. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up, because that does help me out. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator. See ya.